Ever wondered where you'd go if you had one shot to visit the most iconic place in every country? From hidden island paradises to legendary landmarks that define entire nations, this is the ultimate 2025 travel list. We're going country by country, with the number one destination you absolutely must see, whether you're planning your next trip or exploring the world from your screen. Grab your passport, let's travel the globe, one sailing stop at a time. First, let's start with the Holy See, with St. Peter's Basilica. Towering over Vatican City, St. Peter's Basilica is one of the world's holiest Catholic sites and a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Next, Niue, with the Togo Chasm. Tucked away on the island's rugged coast, Togo Chasm offers a surreal mix of coral cliffs, palm-fringed terrales, and a hidden sand floor. Number 3. Tuvalu, with Tuvalu Philatelic Bureau. Known for its rare and collectible stamps, this tiny post office connects Tuvalu to the world through its unique cultural prints. Number 4. Nauru, Central Plateau. The Central Plateau of Nauru reveals the island's phosphate mining history, surrounded by a lunar-like landscape of coral pinnacles. Number 5. Cook Islands, Cook Islands Christian Church. A colonial-era church in Avarua with coral stone walls and a vibrant local congregation, it's a spiritual and cultural centerpiece. Number 6. Palau, Rock Islands Southern Lagoon. These lush limestone islets and the vibrant blue lagoons are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a snorkeling paradise. These islands look like something out of a dream, and fun fact, many of them are inhabited, protecting some of the world's rarest marine species. Number 7. San Marino, Centro Storico di San Marino. Perched on Mount Titano, San Marino's historic center boasts medieval towers, narrow cobblestone streets, and stunning panoramic views. Here's something cool. San Marino is one of the oldest republics in the world, dating back to 301 AD. Number 8. Marshall Islands, Majuro Bridge. Connecting two islets in the capital, Majuro Bridge symbolizes unity and offers great views of the lagoon and daily island life. Number 9. Monaco, Port Hercule de Monaco. A glamorous harbor nestled in the heart of Monte Carlo, this port is famous for super yachts, Formula 1 races, and the Riviera sunsets. Liechtenstein Center. Located in the capital Vaduz, this visitor hub offers insight into the principality's monarchy, culture, and unique postage history. Fun fact, Liechtenstein is so small, it once accidentally invaded Switzerland with 170 soldiers who didn't realize they had crossed the border. Number 11. St. Kitts and Nevis, Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park. Nicknamed the Gibraltar of the West Indies, this 17th century fortress offers a glimpse into colonial history and sweeping ocean views. Number 12. Dominica, Kalinago Territory. Home to the island's indigenous people, this area showcases traditional architecture, crafts, and cultural resilience. This is the only place in the Caribbean where indigenous Kalinago culture still thrives, its living history in action. Number 13. Andorra Gran Valira. The largest ski resort in the Pyrenees, Gran Valira offers world-class slopes, snow parks, and stunning alpine scenery. Number 14. Antigua and Barbuda Shirley Heights. This restored military lookout offers the island's best sunset views, complete with steel drum music and views over English Harbour. Number 15. St. Vincent the Grenadines, Port Elizabeth. A laid-back harbour town on Bequia Island, it's the perfect base for exploring nearby beaches and soaking up island charm. Number 16. Tonga Ha'amonga Maui Trilithon. Often called the Stonehenge of the Pacific, this mysterious trilithon is steeped in Polynesian legends and ancient trollol history. Number 17. Micronesia, Nanmadol. Built on a lagoon with massive basalt stones, Nanmadol is an abandoned city, an archaeological wonder, often referred to as the Venice of the Pacific. Some of these stone structures weigh over 50 tons, and to this day, no one knows exactly how they were transported across the sea. Number 18. Grenada, underwater sculptures. A unique fusion of art and conservation, Grenada's underwater sculpture park offers eerie, beautiful snorkel-friendly installations beneath the waves. This was actually the first underwater sculpture park in the world, equal parts art gallery and artificial reef. Number 19. Seychelles Victoria Market. Located in the capital Mahé, this colorful market bursts with spices, tropical fruits and the heartbeat of Creole life. Want to taste cinnamon straight from the source? This is the place. Number 20. Kiribati Parliament Building. A modest yet symbolically important structure, the Parliament Building in South Tarawa represents Kiribati's post-independence identity. Number 21. St. Lucia Grosse Estate Street Party. Every Friday night, the streets of Grosse Estate light up with music, barbecue, and dancing in one of the Caribbean's liveliest cultural celebrations. If you're ever in St. Lucia on a Friday night, this is where the island truly comes alive. Samoa Cultural Village. This living museum in Apia showcases traditional Samoan life, from wood carving and tattooing to fire dancing and music. Sao Tome Principe, Pico Cao Grande. A surreal volcanic spire piercing the sky, Pico Cao Grande is a paradise for adventurous hikers and photographers alike. Pico Cao Grande shoots up over 1,000 feet, and it's actually a volcanic plug made from hardened magma. Barbados, St. Nicholas Abbey. This 17th century Jacobean mansion combines colonial architecture with lush gardens and an operating rum distillery. Vanuatu, Ekasup Village. Close to Port Vila, Ekasup Village offers an immersive experience into Niue Vanuatu customs, crafts, and everyday life. Iceland, Hallgrímskirkja. Reykjavik's iconic church towers over the city like a basalt column, inspired by Iceland's volcanic landscapes and visible from almost anywhere. Inspired by Iceland's basalt lava flows, this church looks like it was carved straight out of the earth. Bahamas, Queen's Staircase. Carved by enslaved people in the 18th century, this 66-step limestone staircase in Nassau honors Queen Victoria and offers a solemn look at Bahamian history. Belize, Xunantunich. Towering above the jungle canopy, this ancient Maya city features El Castillo, a pyramid that still holds ceremonial importance today. Brunei, Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque. A blend of Mughal and Malay styles, this golden domed mosque is a serene symbol of Brunei's Islamic heritage, floating on a man-made lagoon. Its reflection pool makes it look like its feet floating, and it was once one of the most expensive mosques ever built. Cabo Verde, Pedra Lume South Crater. The surreal volcanic crater on Sal Island has turned into a shimmering salt pan where visitors can float effortlessly like in a Dead Sea. Maldives, Hukuru Miski Mosque. Also known as the Friday Mosque, this coral stone marvel dates back to 1658 and is one of the Maldives' oldest and most beautiful Islamic sites. Malta, Medina Old City. The silent city of Medina is a walled medieval town with narrow stone alleys, historic places, and panoramic views of the island. Montenegro, Kotor Old City. Nestled between mountains and sea, Kotor's UNESCO-listed old town is a maze of stone streets, Venetian walls, and a cat-filled charm. This walled city is protected by a fortress that runs up to the mountain over 1,200 steps, if you're brave enough to climb it. Suriname, St. Peter and Paul Basilica of Paramaribo. One of the largest wooden buildings in the Western Hemisphere. This bright yellow basilica is the heart of Suriname's Catholic heritage. Luxembourg, Chemin de la Corniche. Dubbed Europe's most beautiful balcony, this scenic walkway offers sweeping views over Luxembourg City, historic fortifications. Bhutan, Parotak Tsang. Also known as the Tiger's New Monastery, a sacred Buddhist site clings dramatically to a cliff 3,000 feet above the Paro Valley. It said grew in Ape flew to this cliffside on the back of a tiger, and that's just the beginning of the legend. Guyana, St. George's capital. A striking wooden cathedral in Georgetown. It's one of the tallest timber buildings in the world, and a symbol of Guiane's resilience. Solomon Islands, Bonegi 1 and 2. These two World War II shipwrecks are popular dive spots, offering haunting underwater views just off the beach amid coral gardens. The sunken World War II wrecks are just meters from shore and now serve as thriving artificial reefs. Comoros, Grande Mosquée du Vendredi. Located in Moroni's Medina, this historic mosque is a symbol of Comorian identity with views of the Indian Ocean. Fiji Cultural Village. Just outside of Nadi, this cultural village brings Fijian traditions to life with warrior dances, fire walking, and authentic crafts. Djibouti, Place Menelik. The bustling heart of Djibouti's colonial square blends French, Arab, and African influence in its architecture and energy. These squares blend African, Arab, and French colonial vibe into a perfect snapshot of Djibouti's identity. Eswatini, Swazi Culture Village. Nestled in the Ezulwini Valley, this open-air museum offers visitors a chance to experience traditional Swazi life, dress, and ceremonies. This open-air museum brings Swazi traditions to life, and yes, you can actually try the dances. Mauritius, Caramel 7-colored Earth Geopark. A geological phenomenon, these rainbow-hued sand dunes shift from red to violet and remain mysteriously unmixed despite rain. Estonia, Tallinn Old Town. With its fairy-tale towers, cobbled streets, and medieval buildings, Tallinn's Old Town is one of Europe's best-preserved Hanseatic quarters. Cyprus, Kato Paphos Archaeological Park. This sprawling UNESCO site features Roman villas, ancient mosaics, and the ruins of Paphos' classical past along the Mediterranean coast. Some of these Roman mosaics date back over 2,000 years, and they're still as detailed as ever. Timor-Leste, Cristo Rey. Overlooking Dili from a hilltop, the 27-meter Christ the King statue is both a religious symbol and a scenic viewpoint of Timor-Leste's coastline. You'll find the statue towering over the coastline. It's almost the same height as Rio's Christ the Redeemer. Trinidad and Tobago, Fort King George. Perched on the Tobago hilltop, this 18th century British fort offers colonial history and panoramic views of the island's coast. Bahrain, Al Fateh Grand Mosque. One of the largest mosques in the world, Al Fateh modern Islamic design and serene interior welcome visitors of all backgrounds. Kosovo, Granica Monastery. This 14th century Serbian Orthodox monastery features stunning frescoes and is a jewel of Byzantine art in the Balkans. This bazaar has been active for over 500 years and it's one of the best preserved Ottoman markets in the Balkans. North Macedonia, Old Bazaar Skopje. A maze of cobbled lanes and Ottoman-era buildings, Skopje's Old Bazaar is filled with cafes, mosques, and artisan shops. This bazaar had been active for over 500 years and it's one of the best preserved Ottoman markets in the Balkans. Latvia, Vec Riga. Riga's Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its medieval buildings, Art Nouveau facades, and the charming public squares. Fun fact, Riga has one of the largest collections of Art Nouveau buildings in the world. Equatorial Guinea, Cathedral de Santa Isabel. Located in Malabo, this neo-Gothic cathedral with its twin spires is one of the most striking religious buildings in Central Africa. Slovenia, Ljubljana Old Town, with its pastel Baroque buildings and leafy riverside cafes, Ljubljana's historic center is one of Europe's coziest capitals. Guinea-Bissau, Igreja Católica de Bissau. The simple yet symbolic Catholic Church in the heart of Bissau reflects the country's blend of Portuguese and African influences. This humble church might not be flashy, but it's a quiet landmark in the capital's colonial past. Lesotho, Taba Boshu National Monument. Once the stronghold of King Moshoeshoe I, this flat-topped mountain is a key symbol of Basotho heritage and resistance. Botswana, Three Chiefs Statue. Standing proudly in Gaborone, this massive bronze statue honored three tribal leaders, pivotal in shaping Botswana's independence. These chiefs helped negotiate Botswana's peaceful path to independence, no revolution, just diplomacy. Gabon, l'Église Saint-Michel d'Ibreville. Built with hand-carved wooden panels, this church is renowned for its traditional Gabonese architecture and religious art. Albania Berat Castle. Overlooking the city of 1,000 windows, this hilltop fortress is a living museum with homes, churches, and sweeping views. People actually still live inside this castle. It's a living museum of stone homes and Orthodox churches. Gambia, the Gambian Reptiles Farm. This small conservation center offers an up-close look at the snakes, lizards, and turtles and a chance to overcome your fears. Lithuania Vilnius Old Town. A blend of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, Vilnius Old Town is one of the Eastern Europe's most beautiful and underrated capitals. Vilnius was once known as the Jerusalem of the North, home to one of Europe's largest Jewish communities. Jamaica, Rose Hall Great House. This legendary plantation, home outside Montego Bay, is known for its eerie beauty and a ghost story surrounding the White Witch of Rose Hall. Armenia, Kafischian Center for the Arts. Located within Yerevan's Cascade Complex, this striking modern art museum fuses creativity with sweeping views of Mount Ararat. Built into a hillside staircase, this art center offers both creativity and the best views in Yerevan. Moldova Benderi Fortress, a riverside stronghold dating back to 16th century. Benderi Fortress is a symbol of Moldova's layered history and military past. Namibia Kolmanskap Ghost Town. Once a booming diamond mining village, this abandoned desert town is an eerie sand-filled snapshot of colonial life frozen in time. At its peak, Kolmanskap had a casino, bowling alley, and even an ice factory, all in the middle of the desert. Qatar, Souk Waqif. A vibrant maze of alleyways, spices, fabrics, and cafes. Souk Waqif in Doha offers a perfect blend of traditional shopping and modern flair. Built on the site of an ancient Bedouin marketplace, this souk was restored in the 2000s to bring old Doha back to life. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Mostar Old Bridge. This UNESCO-listed Ottoman bridge, gracefully arcing over the Neretva River, stands as a symbol of resilience and unity. Locals still dive of this bridge into the river below, a tradition that dates back over 400 years. Uruguay, Rambla de Montevideo. Stretching along the coastline for about 20 kilometers, this scenic boulevard is perfect for walks, biking, and watching athletic sunsets. Mongolia Chinggis Khan Statue Complex. Standing 40 meters tall on the open steppe, this colossal statue of Genghis Khan on horseback celebrates Mongolia's proud nomadic heritage. This statue is 13 times taller than a person, and you can actually walk up into the horse's head. Eritrea, Cathedral Our Lady of the Rosary. This striking red brick Gothic cathedral in Asmara is a key piece of Eritrea's Italian colonial architecture and cultural history. Georgia, Old Town Tbilisi. A mix of pastel balconies, sulfur baths, and winding streets. Tbilisi's Old Town blends charm with centuries of cultural influence. You'll find Persian baths, Soviet murals, and medieval churches all in the same block. Croatia, Dubrovnik City Walls. Enclosing the old town like a stone crown, these medieval walls offer stunning views of the Adriatic and a walk-through Game of Thrones history. Panama Canal. One of the world's most important engineering feats, the Panama Canal is a must-see for its massive locks and international significance. This engineering marvel moves over 40,000 ships a year and saves weeks of ocean travel. Kuwait Grand Mosque. With its vast prayer hall and striking Islamic architecture, the Grand Mosque is Kuwait's largest and most culturally important place of worship. Costa Rica, Hacienda Alsacia Starbucks Coffee Farm. Nestled on the slopes of a volcano, this scenic coffee farm offers immersive tours and insight into Costa Rica's coffee culture. New Zealand Sky Tower. Dominating Auckland's skyline, the Sky Towers offer a panoramic view, glass floor thrills, and even a chance to bungee jump from the top. Ireland Kilmainham Museum. Once a prison and now a powerful museum, Kilmaingaol tells the story of Ireland's struggles for independence through its haunting corridors. It once held some of Ireland's most famous political prisoners. Now it's one of the country's most visited museums. Mauritania, Port de Pêche. This colorful and chaotic fishing port in Nouakchott is full of wooden boats, market vendors, and hieroglyphs to daily coastal life. Slovakia, Bratislava Old Town. Compact and charming, Bratislava's historic center is filled with pastel facades, quirky statues, and views of the Danube River. Oman, Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. A majestic blend of Islamic design and Omani craftsmanship, this mosque in Muscat features the world's second largest hand-woven carpet. Inside, you'll find a single carpet that took 600 women 4 years to weave, and it covers the entire prayer hall. Central African Republic, Notre Dame of Bangui Cathedral. This red brick colonial cathedral is one of the most prominent landmarks in Bangui and a symbol of hope amidst ongoing challenges. State of Palestine, Church of the Nativity. Located in Bethlehem, this ancient basilica marks the traditional birthplace of Jesus and draws pilgrims from all over the world. Built over the exact spot where Jesus is said to have been born, it's one of the world's oldest churches still in use. Norway, Norsk Folksmuseum. Located in Oslo, this open-air museum brings Norwegian heritage to life with historic wooden buildings and folk culture displays. Finland, Sea Fortress Suomenlinna. Spread across 6 islands, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a perfect mix of nature, naval history, and a peaceful walking path. Liberia, Ducor Hotel. Once a luxury resort, this now abandoned hilltop hotel in Monrovia overlooks the Atlantic and stands as a haunting reminder of the past. Lebanon, Temples of Baalbek. These massive Roman ruins in the Bekaa Valley feature towering columns and ancient carvings that reveal the temples of Greece or Egypt. Some stones in Baalbek weigh over 800 tons. To this day, no one knows exactly how they were moved. Singapore, Gardens by the Bay. A futuristic botanical wonderland, this park features towering super trees, cloud forests, and immersive light shows at night. Denmark, Nyhavn. Copenhagen's most photographed street, Nyhavn is a postcard-perfect harbor, lined with colorful 17th century houses and old wooden ships. This canal was once home to sailors, artists, and even Hans Christian Andersen himself. El Salvador, Iglesia El Rosario. With its brutalist concrete shell and rainbow-lit interior, this church in San Salvador surprises visitors with artistic serenity. Republic of the Congo, Basilique Sainte-Anne. This cathedral's unique green tiled roof and curved facade make it one of the Brazzaville's most recognizable and architecturally daring landmarks. Serbia, the Belgrade Fortress. Overlooking the confluence of the Sava and Danube rivers, this ancient fortress is a layered timeline of Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman history. This spot has been continuously occupied since the 3rd century BC, as over 2000 years of battles and empires. Bulgaria, St. Alexander Nevsky Church. With its golden dome and rich decorated interior, this Orthodox cathedral in Sofia is one of the largest and most iconic in the Balkans. Nicaragua, Ojo de Agua. A natural spring on Ometepe Island. Ojo de Agua is a crystal clear jungle swimming spot perfect for cooling off and relaxing. Paraguay, Palacio de Lopez. This presidential palace is Asunción overlooks the Paraguay River and is a striking symbol of the nation's colonial and political history. Kyrgyzstan, Burana Tower. Dating back to the 9th century, this lone minaret tower near Tokmak is all that remains of a Silk Road city and offers a panoramic view of the valley. Libya, Leptis Magna. One of the best preserved Roman cities outside Italy, Leptis Magna boasts sweeping ruins, colonnaded streets, and grand amphitheaters. The city was so well preserved because it was buried in sand for centuries until rediscovered in the 20th century. Turkmenistan, Darvaza gas crater. Nicknamed the Door to Hell, this fiery crater in the Karakum Desert had been burning for decades and glows eerily at night. Laos, Buddha Park. Just outside Vientiane, this culture park is filled with over 200 giant concrete statues of Buddha and Hindu deities in surreal poses. Over 200 statues here, and the creator was neither a monk nor a sculptor, just a visionary with a dream. Sierra Leone, Cotton Tree. Standing in the center of Freetown is enormous kapok tree, the national symbol said to have witnessed the country's founding. Switzerland, Gornergrat. A ridge above Zermatt with breathtaking views of the Matterhorn Glacier over the Alps. Gornergrat is reached by a scenic cogwheel railway. You can reach the summit by Europe's highest open-air cogwheel train, and see the Matterhorn along the way. Belarus Mir Castle. This 16th century castle combines Gothic, Baroque and Renaissance styles and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site rich with noble history. Austria Schönbrunn Palace. A former imperial summer residence in Vienna, this palace is famous for its lavish halls, sprawling gardens and Baroque grandeur. This place has over 1,400 rooms and used to host everything from emperors to Mozart himself. Israel, Old City of Jerusalem. Sacred to three major religions, the Old City is a maze of ancient alleyways, spiritual sites, and centuries of living history. 4 quarters, 3 religions, and 1 ancient city. It's like stepping into a living history book. Hungary, Hungarian Parliament Building. A riverside masterpiece in Budapest, this neo-Gothic structure dazzles with its spires, domes, and nighttime reflections of the Danube. Togo, Utamaku. This UNESCO-recognized region is home to the Bata Mariba people, known for their distinctive mud tower houses and traditional way of life. Greece, Acropolis. Dominating Athens from above, the Acropolis is the ancient heart of the Western civilization. Crowned by the Parthenon Temple, the Parthenon was built over 2,400 years ago, and is still standing through wars, quakes, and centuries of weather. Azerbaijan, Baku City. A UNESCO-listed maze of stone alleys, mosques, and palaces, Baku's old city blends Persian, Ottoman, and Soviet influences at the edge of the Caspian Sea. Baku's old city is one of the oldest continuous inhabited spots in the Caucasus, with buildings dating back to the 7th century. Portugal, Alfama. The oldest district in Lisbon, Alfama is known for its narrow streets, traditional fado music, and stunning views from its hilltop terraces. Czech Republic, Staromestské náměstí. Prague's Old Town Square is a Gothic fairy tale, featuring the astronomical clock, tin church, and vibrant street life. Every hour, crowds gather to watch the astronomical clock show, and it's been ticking since 1410. Sweden, Stockholm Old Town. Gamla stan, Stockholm's medieval center, is full of colorful buildings, cobbled streets, and rural history dating back to the 13th century. Swedes call it Gamla stan, and it's been the heart of Stockholm since the 13th century. Papua New Guinea, Bomana War Cemetery. A solemn memorial outside of Port Moresby, the cemetery honors Allied soldiers who fell during World War II in the Pacific. Tajikistan, statue of Ismail Somoni. This towering monument in Dushanbe honors the founder of the Samanid dynasty and stands as a symbol of Tajik pride and heritage. Cuba, Old Havana. With its pastel facades and classic cars and rhythmic energy, Habana Vieja is a time capsule of colonial elegance and Cuban culture. This UNESCO site has more classic cars per capita than anywhere else. It's like walking through a vintage postcard. Honduras, Copan Ruinas. These Maya ruins feature intricately carved stela, hieroglyphic staircases, and temples surrounded by jungle in western Honduras. UAE, Burj Khalifa. The tallest building in the world, Dubai's Burj Khalifa, pierces the sky with futuristic grace and offers unmatched views from its observation deck. Dominican Republic, Amber Cove. A cruise-friendly port near Puerto Plata, Amber Cove, combines resort vibes, coastal views, and access to island adventures. Jordan Petra. Carved into rose-red cliffs, this ancient Nabatean city of Petra is one of the world's most iconic archaeological wonders. It's not just treasury, Petra spans over 100 square miles of tombs, temples, and secret canyons. Belgium Grand Palace. Brussels' central square dazzles with gold-trimmed gilt halls and Gothic architecture, especially lit up at night or during the flower festivals. A private Haiti Labadie, a private beach paradise on Haiti's northern coast. Labadie offers turquoise water, zip lining, and local crafts for Caribbean charm. This private beach is leased to Royal Caribbean and is one of Haiti's top tourism spots, despite being off the grid. South Sudan, All Saints Cathedral. A spiritual heart of Juba, this modern cathedral is a peaceful place of worship in one of the world's youngest nations. Tunisia, Amphitheatre Daljem, one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. Daljem rivals the Colosseum with its grand scales and ancient echoes. It could hold up to 35,000 spectators, almost as many as the Colosseum in Rome. Bolivia Teleférico. Stretching above La Paz and El Alto, this urban cable car system is not just public transport, it's the world's highest and most scenic commute. At over 13,000 feet, this is the highest urban cable car system in the world, and it's part of La Paz's public transport. Burundi, Gishora Drum Sanctuary. Home to Burundi's sacred royal drums, Gishora is a cultural site where visitors can witness traditional drumming ceremonies and storytelling. Rwanda, Ibwaku Cultural Village. Situated near Volcanoes National Park, this village introduces travelers to Rwandan traditions, food and music from former poachers turned cultural ambassadors. What makes this place special? Many of the performers are former poachers who now protect wildlife and share their culture. Benin, Babsdock. A hidden eco-retreat on the shores of Lake Nokwe, Babsdock is accessible only by boat and known for its peaceful vibe and palm-lined setting. Guinea, Conakry Grand Mosque, one of West Africa's largest mosques. This monumental structure is a key spiritual center in Guinea's capital, drawing thousands for weekly prayers. Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls Bridge. Arching across the Zambezi River between Zimbabwe and Zambia. This bridge offers heart-pounding views of one of the world's greatest waterfalls. This bridge was actually shipped in pieces from England and assembled right on the edge of the falls. Cambodia, Angkor Wat. The world's largest religious monument, Angkor Wat is a mesmerizing blend of symmetry, sandstone carvings, and jungle mystery. It's the world's largest religious monument, and you'll even find it on the Cambodia's national flag. Ecuador, Fundación Iglesia de la Compañía. Located in Quito, this Baroque church stuns visitors with its entire gold leaf interior and intricate colonial architecture. Over 7 tons of gold leaves were used to decorate this church, making it one of the most lavish interiors in South America. Netherlands Red Light District. Amsterdam's Red Light District combines historic canals, neon-lit windows, and complex social contrast in one of Europe's most famous neighborhoods. Contrary to its reputation, this area is also one of the oldest neighborhoods in Amsterdam and home to centuries of history. Guatemala, Tikal. Deep in the jungle, the ancient Maya city of Tikal rises with towering pyramids and howler monkeys echoing through the ruins. This was once one of the most powerful cities in the Maya world, and some of its pyramids are taller than trees. Romania, Peles Castle. Nestled in the Carpathian Mountains, this 19th century castle looks like something from a fantasy novel, with lavish rooms and forested surroundings. Senegal, the Monument de la Renaissance Africaine. Towering over Dakar, this bronze statue is the tallest in Africa and represents the continent's strength and aspirations. This statue is taller than the Statue of Liberty and is the highest monument in all of Africa. Somalia, Shanghai Old City. Once a colonial era district in Mogadishu, the Shanghai Old City holds faded memories of Somalia's cosmopolitan past by the Indian Ocean. Chile, Cerro San Cristobal. Offering panoramic views of Santiago, this hilltop park is topped with a towering Virgin Mary statue and reached by funicular or hike. Kazakhstan, Koktobé Hill. Overlooking Almaty, Koktobé is a popular escape with city views, cable cars, an amusement park, and a tribute to the Beatles. Want to see the Beatles monument in Central Asia? You'll find one right here at the top of the hill. Chad, Grand Mosque de Magena. A permanent feature of the capital city, this mosque blends modern Islamic design with regional culture elements and stands at the center of its religious life in Chad. Zambia, Mukuni Village. Near Victoria Falls, this traditional village offers visitors a first-hand look at the customs, lifestyle, and hospitality of the Leya people. Malawi, Jangoni Rock Art Area. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this area features ancient rock paintings by hunter-gatherers and early farmers, showcasing over 2,000 years of history. Sri Lanka, Sigiriya, the ancient rock fortress. Rising dramatically from the jungle, this 5th century fortress combines royal ruins, water gardens, and giant lion spas carved into stone. Sigiriya is often called the 8th wonder of the world, and once served as a royal palace and a Buddhist monastery. Burkina Faso, Mosque of Bobo Dioulasso. This stunning example of Sudano-Sahelian architecture features mud brick walls, timber beams, and centuries of West African Islamic heritage. Mali, Bandiagara Cliffs. These sandstone escarpments are home to the Dogon people, with ancient villages and granaries built directly into the cliffs. Syria, Damascus Umayyad Mosque. One of the oldest mosques in the world, this architectural masterpiece in the heart of Damascus is a landmark of Islamic and world history. North Korea, the Tower of the Juche ID. Overlooking the Tiadong River in Pyongyang, this granite tower commemorates North Korea's national philosophy with flame-topped symbolism. It's taller than the Washington Monument, and every block of granite was supposed to be donated by a different county in the country. Australia Sydney Opera House. With its cell-like roof design, this world-famous performance venue is the architectural icon of Australia and a symbol of modern creativity. Niger, Grand Mosque d'Agadez. Built in the 16th century using clay and palm beams, this tall mud brick mosque is a symbol of Sahrawi ingenuity and Islamic devotion. Venezuela, Basilica Nuestra Señora del Valle. A pilgrimage destination for many Venezuelans, this pink and white church on Margarita Island honors the country's patron saint. Madagascar, Royal Hill of Mbohemiga. The sacred UNESCO site, this former royal compound blends natural beauty with spiritual significance and Malagasy royal heritage. This site is so sacred it was once off limits for outsiders for centuries. Nepal Buddhanata Stupa. One of the largest stupas in the world, Buddhanata is the center of Tibetan Buddhism and with colorful prayer flags and a watchful gaze in every direction. Côte d'Ivoire. The Basilica of Our Lady of Peace. Larger than St. Peter's in Rome, this massive basilica in Yamoussoukro is a stunning and surprising landmark in West Africa. It's actually larger than St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City, and rarely fills even a fraction of its 18,000 seats. Cameroon, Monument de la Réunification. Located in Yaoundé, this spiraling monument symbolizes the unification of French and British Cameroon after independence. Saudi Arabia, Al-Mashhid An-Nabawi. Located in the Prophet's Mosque, it's one of the holiest sites in Islam, featuring a radiant green dome and serene courtyards. Peru, Santuario Histórico de Machu Picchu. Perched high in the Andes, this Incan citadel is Peru's most iconic archaeological site, shrouded in mist and mystery. Ghana, Cape Coast Castle. Once a key hub in the transatlantic slave trade, the seaside fortress now serves as a powerful museum, and memorials to those who passed through its doors. Mozambique, Maputo Central Train Station. Designed by Gustave Eiffel's firm, this architectural gem in Maputo blends European elegance with African rhythm and color. Rumor has it this station was designed by Gustave Eiffel, the same man who behind the Eiffel Tower. Malaysia, Petronas Twin Towers. One of the tallest buildings in the world, these gleaming skyscrapers in Kuala Lumpur define the city's skyline and modern spirit. Uzbekistan, Rajasthan. The heart of the ancient Samarkand, this majestic square is designed with turquoise-domed madrash covered in intricate tilework. Some scholars consider this square the birthplace of Islamic architecture in Central Asia. Poland, Państwowy Museum Auschwitz-Birkenau. A sobering and vital memorial, this former concentration camp honors the memory of the Holocaust and millions who suffered there. Morocco, Medina of Marrakesh. A labyrinth of souks, riads, and spice-scented alleyways. The Medina is the vibrant heart of Marrakesh and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Don't be surprised if you get lost, as part of the charm of its 1,000-year-old alleyways. Ukraine, the Holy Dormition Kiev Kavis Lavra. A sacred Orthodox monastery complex with catacombs, golden domes, and centuries of spiritual history beneath the city of Kiev. Angola, Miradouro da Lua. this moon viewpoint offers a surreal landscape of eroded cliffs and earth pillars, resembling a lunar surface just outside Luanda. Canada, Niagara Falls, Canada. One of the world's most famous waterfalls, Niagara Falls roars with power and mist along the US-Canada border, attracting millions each year. 4 of the 5 Great Lakes flow into Niagara, and about 20% of the world's fresh water. Yemen, old city of Sana'a. With multi-story clay tower houses and geometric patterns, this ancient city is one of the oldest continuously inhabited places on Earth. Afghanistan, Gardens of Babur. A peaceful oasis in Kabul, these Mughal area gardens are the final resting place of Emperor Babur and a symbol of Afghan heritage. Argentina, Buenos Aires' sleekest district, Puerto Madero combines modern skyscrapers, fine dining, and the iconic Puente de la Mujer. Iraq, Erbil Citadel. Considered one of the oldest continuously inhabited sites in the world, this hilltop citadel offers a views into Iraq's layered past. Archaeologists believe people have lived there since continuously for over 6,000 years, making it one of the oldest cities on Earth. Algeria, Basilique Notre-Dame d'Afrique. Overlooking the Bay of Algiers, this stunning basilica combines Romanesque and Byzantine styles, symbolizing religious harmony. Spain, Basilica de la Sagrada Familia. Gaudi's dreamlike basilica is still under construction after more than a century, and remains one of the most iconic buildings in the world. Uganda, Gaddafi National Mosque. Perched on the hill in Kampala, this massive mosque offers panoramic views of the city and is a symbol of unity and faith. Sudan, Meroe Pyramids. These ancient Nubian pyramids rise from the desert sands north of Khartoum, once part of the Kingdom of Kush. Republic of Korea, Gyeongbokgung Palace, located in Seoul. This grand Joseon-era palace showcases Korean architecture, culture, and changing of the guard ceremonies. Colombia, walled city of Cartagena. Encircled by thick stone walls, this colonial gem bursts with colorful buildings, plazas, and Caribbean charm. Myanmar, Shwedagon Pagoda. Glistening in gold, the sacred stupa in Yangon is Myanmar's most revered Buddhist site, said to contain relics of 4 Buddhas. Kenya, Fairview Coffee Estate. Just outside Nairobi, this working coffee farm offers scenic tours through lush fields and a taste of one of Kenya's finest exports. Italy, Colosseum. Rome's colossal amphitheater once hosted gladiators and roaring crowds, and it still stands as a symbol of ancient engineering brilliance. South Africa, V&A Waterfront. A bustling hub in Cape Town, the Victoria and Alfred Waterfront blends harbour views, shopping, dining, and a gateway to Robben Island. France, Eiffel Tower. One of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, this iron tower has become a timeless symbol of romance, art, and Parisian elegance. UK, Tower of London. Once a royal place and infamous prison, this riverside fortress now guards the crown jewels and echoes with centuries of British history. Tanzania, Stone Town. The cultural heart of Zanzibar, Stone Town is a maze of coral stone alleys filled with Swahili, Arab, Indian, and European influences. Thailand, Wat Phra Chitupon, Wat Pho. Known for its massive reclining Buddha and tranquil atmosphere, this Bangkok temple is also the birthplace of traditional Thai message. Germany, Miniature Wonderland. Located in Hamburg, this expansive miniature world is the largest model railway on Earth, delighting visitors with its intricate detail and playful imagination. Turkey, Basilica Cistern. Beneath the streets of Istanbul lies the eerie atmospheric underground reservoir, supported by 336 ancient columns and bathed in golden light. Iran, Persepolis. Once the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire, these impressive ruins showcase grand staircases, reliefs, and the legacy of Persia's kings. Vietnam, Cu Chi Tunnels. This underground network outside of Ho Chi Minh City once sheltered Viet Cong soldiers, and now offers visitors a glimpse into guerrilla warfare history. DR Congo, Cathédrale Notre-Dame du Congo. One of Kinshasa's most important churches, this cathedral serves as a major religious and cultural landmark in the capital. Philippines, Intramuros. The walled city at the heart of Manila, Intramuros preserves Spanish colonial history with cobbled streets, churches, and fortifications. This walled city survived wars, earthquakes, and invasions, and today it's one of Manila's most beloved districts. Egypt, Pyramids of Giza. The last standing wonder of the ancient world, these pyramids near Cairo have fascinated travelers for millennia with their scale and mystery. Japan, Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine. Famous for its thousands of vermilion torii gates, the Shinto shrine in Kyoto winds up a forested mountainside in a peaceful reverence. Mexico, Chichen Itza, a sacred Maya city, one of the new seven wonders of the world. Chichen Itza features the iconic El Castillo pyramid and a deep cultural legacy. Ethiopia, rock-hewn churches of Lalibela. Carved directly into the earth, these 12th century monolithic churches are a spiritual and architectural marvel of Ethiopian Christianity. Russia, Red Square. Moscow's historic heart is framed by iconic buildings like St. Basil's Cathedral and the Kremlin, making it one of the world's most recognizable public spaces. Bangladesh, Lal Bagh Fort, an incomplete yet striking 17th century Mughal fortress in Dhaka. Lal Bagh Fort offers lush gardens, elegant halls, and rich history. Brazil, Christ the Redeemer. Towering over Rio de Janeiro, this massive Art Deco statue of a Christ is a global symbol of peace and a marvel of engineering. It's so big they had to build it in pieces, and each arm is the length of a school bus. Nigeria, Olumo Rock. Rising from the earth in Abeokuta, this granite outcrop serves as a natural fortress and now offers panoramic views and cultural insight. Pakistan, Badshahi Mosque. A Mughal masterpiece in Lahore, this mosque combines red sandstone and white marble in one of the world's largest places of worship. Indonesia, Tegalalang Rice Terrace. Just outside of Ubud, this emerald green rice paddies cascade down the hillsides, offering postcard perfect views of Bali's agricultural soul. USA, Central Park. In the heart of Manhattan, this vast green oasis features lakes, trails, concerts, and calm amid New York City non-stop energy. China, Mutianyu Great Wall. A well-preserved and scenic stretch of the Great Wall, Mutianyu winds through forest to the hills just outside Beijing. India, Taj Mahal. A monument to love. Built in shimmering white marble, the Taj Mahal is India's most iconic landmark and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built by an emperor for his late wife, this monument to love took 22 years and 20,000 workers to complete. That's it. One top destination from every country on earth. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and hey, let me know in the comments which place surprised you the most, or which one's going to on your bucket list. Don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more travel content like this. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep exploring.